This weekly update is brought to you by our friends at Milwaukee Tool, engineered for the trades, tested on the job site. From cordless innovation to heavy-duty hand tools, Milwaukee builds solutions that help pros work faster, safer, and smarter. If you make a living with your tools, these are built for you. Learn more and see the full lineup at milwaukeetool.com. Okay, I've interviewed my share of men and women in the trades. And what I love about these interviews is that everyone has a unique story. I recently wrote about and covered Leon Garrett's unique story. You can find this on Mechanical Hub. Leon is the successful owner of Kenco Plumbing and Drains out of Seacoast, New Hampshire. But his story is one of inspiration, perseverance, gratitude, and family. For Garrett, his past is paradox. Before he found recovery, his actions took everything meaningful from him, nearly including his own life. But in a strange way, that same struggle gave him everything worthwhile he has today. Garrett often calls his past his superpower. Garrett says, "In this industry, we deal with high-stress situations, leaking pipes, complex codes, and tight deadlines. But to me, those aren't problems in the way most people see them. I've experienced a level of pain and desperation that makes a difficult job site feel like a privilege." In addition, most people don't know that Leon was abandoned by his mother as an infant. When his father finally found him, he was being held under the name Benjamin Levine. Garrett says, "For years that name represented a period of loss. When Paige and I had our first son," says Garrett, "we reclaimed it and named him Benjamin Levine Garrett. It was my way of coming full circle, taking a name associated with being left behind and turning it into a name defined by love, family, and a future." There are moments, even now, where Garrett catches himself tearing up, just realizing that he's here, actually living, breathing, and contributing to his community. That gratitude is the foundation of his work and his work ethic. "If I can overcome what I've been through," says Garrett, "there isn't a plumbing system or business challenge in New Hampshire that can stop me. My past reminds me every day that I'm not just working for a paycheck. I'm working because I was given a second chance at life, and I'm going to make it count." Good on you, Leon Garrett. What a great story. You can find it on mechanicalhub.com. Check it out. It's really an inspiring story. Okay, last week I talked about the growth of data centers and their impact on the trades. The Associated Builders and Contractors, or ABC, reported that its construction backlog indicator rose to 8.2 months in December, according to an ABC member survey conducted December 22nd to January 7th. The reading is up 0.1 months since November, but down 0.1 months from December 2024. However, this is received with mixed results. According to ABC, backlog continues to soar for the largest contractors and fall for the smallest. Contractors with greater than $100 million in annual revenue recorded their highest backlog since 2021, while those with less than $30 million in annual revenue recorded their lowest since 2021. Quote, "Backlog fell sharply for smaller contractors during 2025, said ABC chief economist Anirban Basu. That decline was largely due to the fact that non-residential construction momentum is confined to the data center segment, and those projects are far more beneficial for the largest contractors." Speaking of data centers and their growth, a January 2026 report by mineral rights brokerage firm Texas Royalty Brokers revealed top regions hosting the most GPU clusters. The study compiled information on 214 AI data centers across the U.S., which were then grouped into 83 distinct cluster sites. These facilities house GPUs, which are specialized chips designed to run AI programs and handle complex calculations. The top 5 states with the most developed AI infrastructures are, drum roll please, Texas with 17 data center clusters and 811,000 AI chips, followed by California with 8 data center clusters, followed by Virginia with 5, tied with Illinois with 5, and Tennessee rounding out the top 5. Data centers, the new industrial revolution for the trades. Next, check out our new podcast over on the on the Appetite for Construction podcast. Tim and John talk with Marky Houston, Chief Executive Officer, Viga North America. Pretty cool conversation. Over on the MTGA Make Trades Great Again podcast, the guys talk about the recent Triangle Tube shutdown. Staying informed about boiler recalls is essential for both contractors and homeowners. The story shared by our listener serves as a reminder of potential dangers and financial burdens that can arise from overlooked safety notifications. By fostering better communication between manufacturers and consumers and incorporating recall checks into regular service routines, we can enhance safety in our homes. All right, I'll leave you with this. These two guys thought that replacing a plug on a radiator would be easy peasy. Take a look. It's always smarter to hire a licensed professional for any type of plumbing, HVAC, or electrical jobs around the house. Don't be these two guys, man. That's crazy. Anyway, we encourage feedback from our social channels. You can find this and more over at Plumbing Perspective and Mechanical Hub on the Instagram, TikTok, Facebook channels. You can always catch up with what Eric's doing on Mechanical Hub YouTube page. We launched the Plumbing Perspective YouTube page as well for anything plumbing related. Be sure to follow our LinkedIn page as well. Keep up to date everything plumbing, HVAC, and mechanical by subscribing to our newsletter. It's free. Why wouldn't you? Every week, right to your inbox. Easy peasy again. Well, that's it for this week. Be good to each other, everyone, and have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.